we're ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh!
What?
Let's go crazy! Crazy!
Alright, are we ready?
Yeah.
Oh, are we ready?
Hang on, let me get my quarters.
You gonna beat someone with them?
I can't play the mean pinball.
In 5.
I will put my phone away. Don't want it buzzing on the fucking microphone.
Fucking 4.
You don't want to book?
It was on my desk.
You're not gonna have
No, know what? That's actually a good call. I'm going to put mine on fucking radio silence.
Mine's not on my desk, so haha.
It is on the
I'm
table
just
behind
kidding.
you, though.
Sounds of vibration. Mute that shit.
Don't forget to unmute afterwards.
Yeah, I remember.
$5 he says she forgets.
See if we got.
What were we talking about?
Yes.
Exactly.
Hang on. There we go. Okay, let's try to remember the button. All right. In 5,
Damn it.
4,
Fuck.
3,
Shit.
2.
Pumpernickel.
I gotta whoop all your asses. I swear to God. Welcome everyone to a brand new game den. Whether or not I kept that in, I don't know. We'll find out how I'm feeling at the end of this.
Don't you just love surprises?
With me, of course, is the lovely Xeiren.
Hello.
We also have the Belgian in Wolf's Clothing, Varren Gimbled.
Quick, put in another quarter. I'm falling down the hole. Quick, put it in. Save me! Save me!
The Den's music maestro himself, the Chaotic Doc.
God damn it! I keep getting blisters next to these fucking trackballs. I swear to fuck.
Oof. And the awesome Wolfman Roy.
Hello, everybody. I'm just playing around a pinball. Just got done playing around a pinball, and the drains are too big for my bridges.
And I am, of course, your lovely hostess with the mostest, the Mistress Ookami. And today is technically a part 2. Because we've covered arcade fighting game memories. And then we just got to thinking and went, fuck it, let's just do arcade memories in general. Because, man, there are some great times in the arcade.
But yeah.
Or if you were me, who grew up past the arcade high point, but still found a lot of those machines in just random bars and food places,
Laundromats,
and
too.
sometimes clothing stores.
Pizza parlors as well.
Clothing stores, that's an interesting one. I'd find it in laundromats all the time.
I'll get into it later.
In fact, actually, that's how they get people, like, other people to come in, and it's like, okay, well, we have some of them doing laundry, and while they're doing their laundry, you can play games. It's like, okay.
Either way, they're stealing all your quarters.
That's true.
Always.
So, yeah.
It's like, waiting.
Arcades. Holy shit. Man, these were actually a decently big part of my childhood. Like, a lot of fighting games I played there for the first time, but a lot of other games too. I discovered my love of SNK back then. I played so much fucking Metal Slug.
Yeah, Metal Slug was also one of those machines that I found everywhere around here. Like I said, like if like back in the days, like in the early 2000s or so, if I was in if we were in a bar somewhere or like a cafeteria or something, there was a good chance you would find a Metal Slug cabinet in there, and then I was always need to try that, and then I immediately fail on the first level.
Funny enough, that's actually by design, because I'm one of those guys who's deep dives into this, and I know this shit about arcade boards. Specifically with the Neo Geo machines, like how they're multi-game,
Mm-hmm.
is because the system that the Neo Geo was based off on was actually designed with cartridges.
Mhm.
Yep.
So with different cabinets, you could have just a one game, a 2 game, a 4 game, etc. And for arcade owners, all you would need to do to switch out games is to switch out cartridges. In fact, if you want to get into home Neo Geo collection, it's actually cheaper to get the arcade cartridges instead of the home version cartridges.
Yep.
And you can easily get an adapter to either play it straight off an arcade board or play it on the AES, which is the home version of the arcade system. This is the shit I know off the top of my head, folks.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, recently there was actually I can't remember the name of the game, but it was like a beat 'em up recently made that was specifically made for the Neo Geo board.
Yeah. Yeah, Neo Geo was like the way that was designed. It was absolutely able to do arcade perfect home port because it's literally the arcade game you're playing.
Yeah, the funny
Yeah.
thing is, support for it lasted until like 2006, I want to say, and it started in like the late 80s, I think, or around there. Because the only reason it lost support is because SNK, the original SNK, went out of business.
Yeah.
And then was eventually bought by Playmore, and then that slowly went out of business, and then bought by Saudi Arabia.
Let's not. Actually, one
Hey,
of the...
Hey, Crown Prince, want to put your friend Ronaldo in a game? Sure. Anyway, back to happier memories.
Yeah, so actually one of my earliest arcade memories, once again, or arcade cabinet memories, once again is that that daycare that you guys all insist had to have been a bar or something that I was in.
It had to be.
Because they had
It had a pool table.
they also had a tabletop Pac-Man.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Yeah,
Cocktail.
the cocktail table
Cocktail,
Pac-Man. And I got so fucking good at that.
It was either a pizza place or a bar.
It was a daycare, I swear to God.
Sure, daycare.
And also, too,
Uh-huh.
probably
With
probably to
ashtrays
explain,
Sure.
probably you explained to
and barflies.
Hand to God, I haven't been smited yet.
Anyway, probably because
You
I
think
am
the Lord is on
apparently-
holiday?
Apparently, I'm going to be Roy and be the tech nerd and explain this. So, folks, when we mention cocktail cabinets, they're very specifically meant to look and function as a table with a
Yep.
screen
Yeah.
in the middle.
Yeah, it was developed for like quick and easy places of quick and easy restaurants, like pizza parlors.
Yeah.
So you place
Oh, guys, those are coming back.
No,
They're
yeah,
coming
they're-
back,
yeah.
which is really
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah,
I've actually met like a bunch of Gen Zers who actually know what those are. I'm like, wait, how? How did you know? How?
Well then.
Well, for those
News
who
to
don't
me.
know,
well, yeah,
cocktails are a 2-seat table video game where the screen is covered in glass, a glass tabletop,
Yep.
and you have the controls built inside the table. What do we call it? A cart, a stand-up cart, sort of like.
yeah.
It's like a
essentially it was-
table.
Mhm.
It's a table that
Essentially,
you
it
play
was a
video
way
games on.
for.
Yeah.
It was a way for. It was a way for, again, Roy mentioned, like restaurants specifically. A lot of times, arcade games were in pizza places, so literally, it was a way for you to play a video game while having a drink. a drink and plate on the top without spilling it all over the controls or the game board and having it get sticky and destroyed.
Mhm.
Yep.
One button there, one button there.
Yep.
Yeah, and Darren, if you're wondering how they're coming back, weirdly, there are some more modern arcade games that do like a giant version of tabletop. A big example I've seen, there's a 4-player versus Pac-Man
Yes,
that
there
does
is.
this.
I've wanted to play
That
this
was
so
actually
badly.
was going to be developed back in the early '80s, but no one had the gumption to do it until now.
No, but a lot of modern, since a lot of, I hate to say this, a lot of arcade games are essentially more like mobile apps with giant controls now. They've been laying out games
Some of them, yeah.
like old mobile apps. So,
'Cause,
so
like-
they give you these giant screen. It's essentially a flat screen TV inside with a bunch of controls.
Because like I remember last year when I went over to Scotland, we did also go to like a seaside arcade place, and they had this huge screen of fucking Space Invaders, but you then were able to control it with like just like almost like minigun turrets type things.
Oh my god, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
to-
Yeah,
to-
there's
to
a
aim
couple-
shit for, and it was also, you know, it was Space Invaders on drugs pretty much, because like the amount of shit that
Yeah.
would happen in that, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of modern arcades are built specifically more for modern arcade places, aka places like barcades and Round Ones and Dave and Buster's,
Yep.
where a lot of them have become kind of both arcade game and kind of attraction, I guess is the best way to put it. So you get like the giant Space Invaders, you get like the giant old school giant Tetris, you
Yep.
get the more like reaction timing games with with like buttons or with punch pads. So it's sort of turned itself into what it kind of always was. It's just that more specifically now, it's more visceral than arguably back in the day.
I will say, like, one of the more recent arcades I went to, one of the things that struck me as odd was with that gigantification thing you're talking about, was the gigantification of app games, like mobile
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
a thing.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Like there were games that popular at that moment. Like this was a few years ago, but you know, arcade stuff moves slow, and
Yeah.
honestly, for all the best reasons. But it was the Fruit Ninja. But it was like
Yeah.
That's
giant
a
version.
fun game on its own, honestly. Like,
When I was in Scotland, there was also a Fruit Ninja like giant version of that one.
There's giant
And I
Fruit
was also-
Ninja.
I played
Like
shit
I
out of
could
that.
not give a flying fuck about Fruit Ninja on my fucking phone. But give me a gigantic fuck off screen where I gotta literally be like, wax on, wax off, Daniel-san.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah,
god.
All of,
Yeah.
all of a sudden, I'm fully engaged.
I mean,
I
it's
think-
pretty much Fruit Ninja Connect, but you know,
It
Yep.
works.
Actually
Yep.
works. But the thing is, it brings up something interesting because, again, I am this nerd. I go down these rabbit holes. It makes me pretty much think about how mobile games in their design, at the end of the day, their base gameplay are very similar to arcade games, and that's why apps seem to work so well as giant arcade games. Because
Yeah.
you think about it, Fruit Ninja, what are you doing? You're swiping to cut fruit.
Yep.
That's it.
yeah, just for score.
Yeah, and it's a high score thing. So you do that, you give it either a high score or a ticket stub, and you have an arcade game. Same thing with like Temple Run and Crossy Road and
You could
I think I
totally
also
do that with Bejeweled.
yeah,
Sure
like,
does. Yeah.
yeah. A lot of these apps are essentially just mini arcade games. Granted, you have to pay more for some of them than some of these arcade games, but that's a whole other thing.
Oh, I'm sorry, Doc. Your ninja stamina has ran out. I need you to $5 so you have more ninja fruits so you can actually play more of the ninja game.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fuck off.
But if you get $9.99, you also get 2 extra staminas with it.
Yeet the phone. But yeah, so it's it's one of those things where it's like it's a very interesting sort of parallel because like yeah, it does kind of sucks that there's no like very arcade specific stuff a lot anymore. But even then, it's like no, these games were essentially arcade games. It's just we
There
think of them.
is still a few things here and there that still happen. Like hell, I think recently House of the Dead even got a new game in the arcades.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just
it did.
admittedly that is true, but also admittedly, they're not as promoted as much anymore, and B,
Oh,
a lot of it
no.
is still legacy at
It's
the end of the
legacy,
day.
yeah.
And a lot of it is still very Japan centric as well, just because the arcades are still very much alive there.
Oh yeah,
That
the
and
shit Japan's getting is like, damn it! I wish we had that.
it's also very IP centric because you
Very
notice a lot of the
IP-centric, yeah.
arcades games around here are based on IPs.
Yeah.
Like
Because I also remember, oh god, I think it was like, oh god, 12 years ago now. Oh god, I'm getting old. It was like 12 years ago. We were on a ferry ride over the English Channel, and for some reason, this boat we were on did have an arcade in it. And I was
yeah.
able to play a new Time Crisis game at the time there as well.
Oh fuck yeah.
I can't remember the one. I can't remember its name, but it was one where you had a shield as well to shield you from
That might have been
bullets.
Time Crisis 5,
Maybe, but like I still remember, like, because the big gun you also had was like one attached to the system itself, and it was like this big giant fuck off machine gun, and then
Yes.
the button you had to press was one to then bring your shield up and then reload that way.
that's the thing, and like to talk kind of add on to that, it's interesting to talk about like what genres we associate with the arcade. Because
yeah.
fighting is definitely one of them. Another big one is shooter.
The rail
like
shooter,
rail
the rail
shooter.
shooter, yeah,
Or the light, or used to be the light gun shooter.
The light gun
yeah,
shooter.
Time Crisis. Time Crisis was a lightning gun game, combined a little bit with a rail shooter in some places.
Yeah, the
it's-
design is very similar. It's you're
Yeah.
still on rails. It's just that you're not constantly moving. You're stopping, you're shooting, and you're reloading. So it's stuff like Time Crisis.
Was like one back in the day that I found a lot at our local cinema for some reason.
Oh yeah,
House of the Dead 2, that was a big one.
House of the Dead.
Crisis.
Yeah.
I absolutely fucking adored Area 51.
That was
Area
another one
51
that
was
was
another
always
one.
there.
Silent
Famously,
Scope.
Silent Scope is one.
Yep.
Famously for me is Terminator 2, T2 the arcade game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that one.
More recently, I played the Terminator Salvation one, which actually isn't bad.
Yeah, there was also stuff
just
like
really
One good
fucking
thing to come out of
hard.
that movie.
Sega's Ghost Squad. There's an Aliens one. I think specifically Aliens. I think one that I think came out. Both there was a modern one and there was one back in the day. I think.
Wait, a light gun game based on aliens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could
Yeah.
work.
No,
need to
because
look
there's a
this up.
modern one, and then I think there was, if I remember correctly, there's one based on back in the day for Alien 3, literally called Alien 3: The Gun.
Oh yeah, Alien 3: The Gun. Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, and I think that one was made. I think that one was a Sega one too, if I remember.
Possibly, but it's
correctly.
like I'm the only arcade game I know based that was aliens was the Konami one back in the day. But
Yeah, there was the Konami beating them up. Yeah.
I would
Well,
fucking love to
it's
play
weird
the
calling that a
Alien
beat 'em up
Predator.
because it's more of a shooter, but it does act a lot like a beat 'em up.
Mhm.
Well, it's shooter. It's a running gun is another way to put it. 'Cause
Yeah,
that-
it's
but
just
it
like
also
this-
and it's on the plane like a shooter. It's not like fully 2D like a running gun. Running guns usually are.
it had like there's a lot of bleed over in that one. It's just
Yeah.
when you think run and gun, you mostly think Contra, and then it's like I
Yeah.
wouldn't really call this a Contra like, but even then, it's also
Yeah.
not really beat 'em up. It's what are you?
Yeah. No.
Fun.
Oh, I have
Yeah, fun.
I actually did play Lethal Enforcers in the arcade.
Wasn't there
Back
one
in the
called
day.
Sundowners?
Oh.
You're thinking of Sunset Riders.
Yeah,
I
you
think.
thinking of Sunset
Was that
Riders?
right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that one was a running gun. That was a Konami running gun.
Yeah.
Although, if you want a cowboy light gun game, we can talk about the FMV games from back in the day. I don't think anybody really
jeez.
played, but stuff like Mad Dog McCree, Crime Patrol.
Mhm.
Never
Uh,
played FMVs in an arcade.
I
Never
have
saw those.
I have seen them, but I've never played them.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, I think, oh god, the things that make me go, yeah, this is a fucking arcade,
Mhm.
usually stems down to a couple of factors. One, do you have something that you can climb into
Yep.
that's supposed to represent
Mhm.
some kind of vehicle, whether that's
Yeah,
a
that's it,
racing
yeah.
game, the helicopter simulator, or
The
like
TIE Fighter Simulator.
the TIE Fighter simulators, like
Space.
you have do you have some kind of racing game or simulator that involves me to get into some like facsimile of the thing?
Oh, I played the
Yeah.
shit out of Cruisin' USA as a kid.
Yeah, that's a
No.
big one.
Cruisin' USA
Like,
and Hydro Thunder.
Do I
Fuck.
hear a thumping ass D&D racket DDR racket in the corner?
Yep.
Oh god.
Yep.
Mm.
I never touched it. I was never interested in DDR, but I respect it.
Oh, like so like I came to be obsessed with DDR because of um a setup that would happen at one of the dormitories at the college I went to. We
Mhm.
literally had DDR nights after anime club on Mondays.
Oh, nice.
So we would literally take out all our Monday stress by watching anime on campus, and then we would go to the dorm, and one of the RAs had a PS2 set up with 2 dance pads, and we would go at it like that. Which means, like, when we actually had money, which was usually at like the beginning of the semesters, that like then we would go find an arcade to raid with an actual DDR cabinet and be like, okay, we got a budget, and then like the rest of it we're just doing from home. We got DDR at home technically, but we got to treat ourselves tonight.
Where's
Yeah,
the-
yeah,
where's
no,
the
like-
Captain Jack.
Like, and the thing is like for me, I don't know if this is gonna show my age or just like how region specific some of these things can be.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, it's just not an arcade unless you have the non-video game games.
Oh
No,
no,
you're
I-
not wrong.
yeah.
Like ski ball.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you're not wrong at
Yeah.
all.
Specifically, like every time I go into an arcade, my
Popper.
first mission is find skee ball. If there is no skee ball, I am sad because that is
No.
my favorite non-video game arcade game.
Oh yes.
If they-
I'm
Skee
expecting a
ball.
claw machine at some point. There's
Like,
got to be a claw
I-
machine. in
I
there.
will I will settle for pinball. I will settle for a
Yes.
claw machine. I will settle for whack-a-mole.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's
ba-
always
like,
possible
basketball
rugby.
games.
Yeah, there's the
Yes.
basketball games.
Can I-
I like
There's
the,
always like
The token
there's
pushers.
always token pusher. There's
I
always
love
also,
those.
like a bottle
Mhm.
toss, like a ring toss, or like a knock down the clown with the balls. Like there is carnival like games always
Yeah.
in arcade games, and it's always
Can I
Okay.
get on my notebook box for a second?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay, so, all right.
Give you a
If
few
you
extra
have an arc-
inches.
Yeah, fuck you.
Says the second shortest here.
Yeah, fuck you. If you're gonna call yourself an arcade and you just do claw machines, you're not an arcade.
Oh no! You can't just do that. But as long as there is, I'd say
No,
at least there's one there amongst the stuff.
One or two, that's all right. But if you're all claw machines, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, you're not a fucking arcade.
Oh,
you're
you're
a
gonna hate
fucking
certain
gambling
places.
den.
With that,
Yeah,
you're gonna
that-
hit certain
that's-
places in Japan, Roy. Holy shit!
like over here when we have
But
like,
Japan
fuck-
is the
like
exception, not the
the
rule.
fun
Yeah.
when we have like the fun fair or carnivals here as well. There's always like those there's these few like carnival huts that are like always just comprised of two
That's the
things.
carnival.
One is the claw machine, and the other one is the fucking like the thing where you put a coin in the thing, and then the coin pushes other things to go into the
Coin
slot. and then
pusher.
go-
Coin pusher.
Yeah, I hate those things.
Carnivals are okay.
I like the
carnivals
coin
are alright.
pushers though.
Coin pushers okay.
That's what I was
You
talking
got a
about.
couple coin pushers, got a couple claw machines in your arcade. You're all right.
Yeah. I just remember,
But-
like, also back in the day, those particular things did also sometimes have a few arcade games back in the day. But
Right.
not anymore.
Right.
No,
I'm
like-
looking at you,
Yeah.
Walmart arcades.
Did you not know the strategy for the
Yeah.
for the coin pushers?
Yeah, you don't know the strategy?
There's a strategy.
Yes.
Yeah, you find the one with the most and where it's at the edges, and you aim accordingly.
Hmm.
You can aim?
You can aim.
You can aim.
Certain ones you can aim, yeah.
You don't move the slot where you're dropping your coin.
Yeah.
There's 3 slots to choose from.
No, you can move your slot.
There you can move your slot.
No, you can't.
Not
They-
everyone.
Not every one of
every-
them, yeah.
does that, yeah.
Not every one of them. But no,
Yeah.
for me, it's like, okay, so like, because I was rural as hell, there was only like one like legitimate arcade in a mall near where I lived, and it was still an hour's drive away.
Mm-hmm.
I
Like it was
feel you, yeah.
ridiculous.
I feel you.
And-
Yeah.
But did I consider the freaking claw machine in the Denny's to be an arcade? No, I did
No.
not. No. Did I consider like the little sticker machines and the like quarter pumping little merry-go-round in front of the grocery store to be an arcade? No.
No.
I did not. Like it was cool that they had little things for kids to entertain them, but no. You know what I did love though?
Crazy Taxi.
The fun rooms at bowling alleys. Those
Yes.
were legit arcades.
Yeah.
No,
Basically-
those are hardcore arcades. Yeah, those are hardcore arcades.
Yeah.
Most of the bowling alleys that were close by had legit arcades, even if they didn't always call them arcades.
Mhm.
Because, like, without fail, you're gonna have a couple of cabinets, a couple of pinball machines, and that big fuck off air hockey table.
Oh my god, yes! Yes!
If you've ever wanted to
If it's not the air hockey table, then the fucking pool table that runs on corners.
Yes!
No, my thing is that if you ever wanted to see somebody at their most competitive, even if they're not a competitive person, you always bring them to an air hockey table.
Fucking air hockey.
Yeah.
Because I swear to fuck, it seems like every time anybody's near an air hockey table, they become the most competitive they ever have in their fucking
Because
life.
air hockey, like,
it's true.
Oh, it's true.
because like when,
Yeah.
when you try it the first time, like, because everything feels so light, and you think it's like, oh, this is gonna be easy, but then, but it's always then the thing is like, oh no, if like you may be able to know kind of how this is supposed to aim, but if the other person is able to count, then it's like, oh, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
Also, I will say that is the most I've ever hurt my hand a lot of the time playing
Yes.
fucking air hockey.
Yes.
Oh god, dog. So I don't consider myself a largely competitive person. Like I will get competitive from time to time, especially when playing card games. But one day I was playing air hockey and I figured out how to make the puck flip.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this guy I was playing with he was not letting up like at all. And we were just like took us like 5-10 minutes just for one of us to score the first time, and this game was going on forever because we were just being the most about it. And finally I was like, I've had enough, game over. I flipped the puck and just got him in the nose.
No, my
Yeah.
favorite thing.
I'm like, game
would be-
over, bitch. Beat
My
that.
favorite thing would
I
be
don't
competitive-
think you could beat that level of showmanship. You might win on the scoreboard, but I clocked the tip of your nose.
No, my favorite type of competitive assholes is the ones who are reaching over the table just to hit it at the halfway point like an asshole. So half of this person's body's on the fucking table just trying to hit the puck, and it's like, fucking get off, you bastard.
Anytime I would play
As I
with
say
friends.
that I am that bastard.
Okay.
I have been
Yeah.
that bastard.
Listen. Not only have I been that bastard, have I also been that bastard that made it go ting, 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 like it was playing Pong
Yes.
in the dead
Oh, yeah,
center
the
of the
fucking
table.
Yes.
Yeah, the zigzag shot.
Doing the zigzag shit. Where
Bam.
it's like I'm testing the person across from me's patience just to see if they'll lay across the table. And maybe, just maybe, I can get them to bend over for me.
Yeah.
God, dude, like,
It's like,
Yeah.
yes, reach for it. I dare you.
Yeah. Like
This is just fun for me watching you struggle.
anytime I played with friends, like that puck always got airborne. Every hit,
Oh,
that fucker
yeah.
got airborne, and most of the callus on my knuckles is not just from work.
No, my
It's from
favorite-
years of playing air hockey and getting nailed.
No, my favorite
Yeesh.
thing is that in some like newer air hockey, they had to put a thing of plastic in the middle
Yes.
to stop people from hitting like across. That doesn't stop anybody.
No,
It's
it
just
doesn't. It
people are
just
now
encourages
hitting
me to
fuck-
figure it out.
it's like people hitting fucking plastic, and it's like,
I think outside the box now.
like I don't know. Maybe Varren's right. Maybe it's just because of how simple and light it is. But yeah, no, I have seen some of the sweetest, like nicest, most non-competitive people suddenly turn into bastards when air
Mhm.
hockey is in the middle.
I can tell you right now, air hockey and foosball bring the absolute competitive bitch out of me.
Well,
Yeah, when you bring out that
the
foosball
northern bitch
table.
in you.
I will destroy you.
Does hockey
Or I
still
will
DNA?
destroy myself trying.
No, like there's
Hockey's
that,
in your-
and honestly, Darren mentioned it. I have seen people get really competitive with skee ball, and
Yes.
it's weirdly hilarious.
I don't understand it. But it's like, yeah. There's one of them.
Hi. Hi.
Yeah.
How can you
Hi.
get competitive with skee ball?
Oh, because you play side by side with people for
And
who
it's
gets
a
the
high
higher
score.
score.
And high score.
Yeah,
Oh, like that.
it's a
Okay.
high- It's a high score.
Yeah,
like
it was the only game. It was the only game in the fucking arcade I could whoop my step siblings at. Because they're just like, "How the frick do you do that?" And I'm like, "It's just a flick of the wrist."
Yep.
And they're just like, "What flick of the wrist?" I'm like, "Oh, hopefully it just doesn't flick too far this way." And they're like, "Are you threatening me?" I'm like, "Maybe."
Just a flick to the left.
No, my favorite thing
And
about
then a
that
throw
is
to the
like,
right.
like the trick. People always think of the trick is to put it in the center, and it's like, yeah, you can do that. My favorite trick always was to yeet that motherfucker in the corner so you can get the high spots.
Yeah.
It's much more easy to consistently, because again, it's like skee ball is like ring toss and all those other ones. Skee ball is just a mechanized carnival game. Once you figure out the tricks to consistently get points, you basically look like a cheating bastard.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a matter of skill, it's a matter of ganking the system. But they make it look like a game of skill.
Yeah, no, I've seen
Yeah.
times where people are like, "Oh man, that guy's cheating." I'm like, "No, he just figured out the system."
Yeah, like
I admire it,
it's-
but fuck, I'm not touching it.
No, and the big thing is
I
that
ain't interrupting that.
the reason why we have those memories, because here's the like most arcades, pizza places, fun time places, or like kids places always had one thing in common, which is most of the machines distributed tickets, and you grab those tickets and go to a counter
And get
just
random tat.
random shit.
Shit, yeah, get a random
And
tat,
then,
get all
Like
that other good stuff.
at that's
I got
that
so much
arcade in
candy.
Scotland that I mentioned. Like I got like just these random ass fucking like finger puppets out of it, or like
Chinese, I remember like spider rings, Chinese finger traps, random tops.
yeah, because
some
like all the
kind
good
filled
shit
with,
was
like-
always like way out of the fucking like ticket.
Yeah,
thing
my
you
favorite
had at that
example is
time.
that
Yeah.
is like the people who have the fucking patience to get enough tickets to suddenly win like a fucking like this is more recent years, but even back in the day, it's like always like a speaker, or like sometimes if the arcade was in a more bougie area, you would have like a game console in there too.
Yeah,
It's like, who the fuck has the patience to win 9,999 tickets? Like, what the fuck?
I remember this had to have been like,
this is gonna make Roy have a little time warp with me. Remember when the high ticket items was a lava lamp?
Those
Oh,
were
God.
medium ticket items from when I was finding out about the ticket. sort
Oh
of
my god.
games.
No, yeah, no, they were like for some reason I don't know why this all
Those were like 500 or like 600 tickets, I think.
I remember walking into an arcade in like high school at one point, and I swear to God, well, I couldn't get it, and nobody, I don't think anyone was trying because it was like way too many fucking tickets. Yeah, you talk about like a random console. There was a fucking Sega Saturn in box. I was like, how in the fuck
yeah,
did you
well,
get that, and why is it here? Like,
I get the
Yoink.
feeling they probably have had that since like 1996. And no
yeah.
one's won it.
I saw the number of tickets. I'm like, nope. That ain't
Nope.
never happening. Can I just pay you? Like, what the fuck?
You want 200? I'll give you 200.
Just no, that's one big memory I always have about arcades in general, and literal like fun places like that.
Mhm.
Because for some reason, there's always gonna be a ticket booth, and there's always gonna be the most random shit.
Mhm.
But as a kid, you felt like if you had even for like the mid tier prizes, if you had enough tickets, you felt like a fucking miracle after
Mhm.
you get a giant
Like you get
amount.
those and you come in like fucking Mr. Big Billy Bollocks.
Like
Actually,
you grow your first pube.
if might have.
Like you touch your first boob.
Honestly, yeah. Actually, briefly back to the light gun games. We touched a bunch of them, but did anyone? Because I know I actually did at one point. Has anyone here actually ever played those like hunting simulator ones?
Yes.
The ones in
Mm,
every
I've
fucking
not.
bar ever.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Oh God, what's the name of that?
Big buck. Big buck.
Big
Hunter.
Buck. Yeah.
Big Hunter, yeah. LaBelle's Big Butt Hunter.
Yes, Lavelle.
Yeah,
Yes.
Cabela's. Yeah.
Cabela's. That's what it was.
Cabela.
Cabela's. Cabela. Yeah.
Cabela's.
I do know Cabela.
I have actually played some of those. They're not bad.
It's not that they're not bad. It's just they're fucking everywhere.
Yeah,
every
yeah.
bar, every
Everyone
truck
has
stop.
them.
Yeah, every bar, every truck stop, every like pizza joint, every like fucking I don't know, glory hole. Your local
Oh,
glory hole
Jesus.
probably has one for fun. I don't fucking know. It just seems like that and Top Golf are fucking everywhere.
No, not Top Golf. Golden Tee.
Golden Tee, right?
There
Golden
you
Tee.
go.
Golden Tee. Yeah.
Like,
Sorry,
it seems
it's-
like they're fucking everywhere.
You're hung up on the
You
same
made-
thing I am.
You made the joke, and I'm like, it's like, well, come in here and get a blowjob and shoot a deer at the same time.
Man,
That's
I
a
don't
fucking
know.
bargain, man.
I don't know, man. Both bookstores are magic. I don't know what to tell you, but
Oh.
Yes. What?
What does a glory hole and a hunting game have in common?
I don't know what.
Fucking.
Oh,
God damn it!
I was over here like, oh god, I can't hold it in. I can't hold it in. I can't hold it in. I can't hold it in.
It's exactly what they said when they were shooting the deer.
oh.
I mean,
That's
they
what
both
deer sound
involve.
like.
I'm not gonna lie, they both involve stags and vixens. So
I get two chances to shoot my shot.
Oh God dang it! Oh, Jesus.
it's like, hey, dude, man, hey, man, I can't reroll. Let me borrow $5.
Yeah. At least when it came to light guns for me, like most that I found around the area was Time Crisis. Like that was always the one that was most,
Time Crisis was always the one. Yeah,
Time Crisis, and actually, where I was, like in Alaska, like there was Lethal Enforcers was actually in arcades like for a while.
I'm gonna blow you guys' mind. Far Cry.
Oh yeah, I forgot
That's-
they made one.
I forgot
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
It was based
Far Cry-
around like the
There was
first
a Far
game,
Cry
right?
light gun.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
around like mid 2000s, I think, right?
Mhm.
Because it was based around like the first one.
Yes.
I remember seeing
Huh.
posters and stuff for that, but I never saw a cabinet.
I am
No,
both.
you know what's
I'm both surprised and not surprised that is a thing.
No, you know what's one game I've never seen in a cabinet of, but I would love to.
What?
Has anyone ever actually seen a virtual cop cabinet? Because I have never seen one.
No, not personally.
Down in
Actually,
Cedar Point. Down in
Yeah.
Cedar Point had a cabinet.
Mhm.
very briefly I saw one. But
Oh yeah, because
and I played it very briefly.
because virtual cop. That I've always heard everybody was like, "Oh, I love that game from my childhood. It was in every arcade." I was like, "What fucking arcades were you going to?" Because I never saw a virtual cop cabinet at all.
Hell, when I was really
Like-
young, I had it was one of the arcade games because it was like a local. It was a theater in town that had a
Yeah,
huge
theater.
art. It was like an arcade and theater. It was huge, not quite like the one that I have here now near us, but it was similar. And the game, one of the games they had, it still blows my mind to think back and realize I actually got to see one in person, was one of the Punch Out ones.
Ooh.
Oh, you
okay.
saw the first Punch Out.
I saw the double screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big ass button. Yeah.
Yep.
No, specifically for me for that at my old theater, which they got rid of that arcade years ago, and I'm so sad. But for me, that one was Ookami and Roy might like this one. WrestleMania, the arcade game.
Mm-hmm.
That one had the massive 4-player cabinet. And it was like in playing, and that one had the exclusive characters of like Yokozuna and like.
Let me
Bam
throw
Bam
tombstones at
Bigelow.
the Undertaker.
I never played it, but I did see it. Yeah, I did see it around.
Yeah, and you hear you hear like good old Mean Gene welcome to WrestleMania by Midway.
And while I haven't played the first one in an arcade, I actually did have seen in person and played on the cabinet the second D&D beat 'em up.
Shadows of Mystara, yeah.
Yes. That was a fun fucking experience.
Yeah, I don't know.
Obviously, Turtles too. Playing Turtles.
Turtles was a big one for me. I played on original Turtles cabinet.
I've never played the 6-person one, but I have played a regular 4-person X-Men arcade.
Oh, you lucky bitch. That's
That
still
one
one that I
That
want
one
to
will
find
lift me.
somewhere out in the wild is to play the X-Men arcade game on that. And also, at least for me, was going to be a holy grail, is finding the AVP arcade game again.
Oh,
Oh,
you and me both.
dude.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Like I've seen it like every time I see footage of it, I'm like, this looks like the sickest shit ever. Why can I
Yeah.
never find this anywhere?
If you-
Oh wait, you do a re-release of it, but it's only on a weird ass fucking Europe arcade emulator thingy that
Yeah.
looks weird as shit.
The Capcom whole collection that randomly looks like a giant.
That looks like the
version of
Capcom logo.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
weird. Really the only other way to play it would be for us to play it would be to emulate it. It doesn't
Pretty much.
trying to find one in the wild, and that's because they were a limited release. It didn't do very well.
Yeah, because it was a very specific. Because it was released in the early '90s, so we were like around like Alien 3 and Predator 2. Like,
Yeah.
the popularity wasn't there, and
I mean, the
Also-
comics were going strong at that time, but
Yeah, I mean that's why we got the
Oh, yeah, but
AVP game. Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean, we
it
even got one on the
wasn't-
Super
Not
Nintendo, but you know, less said about that one, the better.
Yeah. That's...
yeah, no. No. Funny thing is, one of my favorite experiences is that I've been to a barcade. There's a couple barcades near me,
Mhm.
and one I remember the weirdest thing. I remember they have the late '80s Superman and Batman arcade games side by side. Yes, these were real things.
Wow.
Yes.
Both made by Taito, I want to say.
Mhm. Yeah.
And they
Taito
were
did them?
Yeah, and they were beat 'em ups. Like,
Huh.
admittedly, the Batman one took a lot from the '89 movie, which helped it. But
Oh.
Superman was very straight up. I think it was straight up like mullet Superman.
Yeah, I know
Ah,
which one you're talking
So
about.
did it had like the sprite that they have in fucking like the Justice League fighting game?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, I remember playing those, and it was surreal to look at because I had never seen them before, and it was just, and it was like, oh, it's Batman in the arcades. I'm like, wait, what? So I went up to it, was like, holy shit, and yeah, I played a couple rounds of it. It was all right. It was a very like basic ass beat 'em up. Both of them were. The only difference is that Superman allowed you to fly and shoot lasers.
Yeah, I played a bit of. I want to say. What was that? Was that Batman Forever?
Oh, you poor! I'm surprised your
In
eyes are still work after that
arcade?
fucking arcade game.
Yeah, I played a little bit of it.
Oh God. Okay.
That could have been why I stopped.
Okay. So just for people who don't know, Batman Forever, the arcade game, came out around the same time as the movie done by Midway. It was done with these 3D kind of like Donkey Kong Forever, like pre-rendered sprites.
Donkey Kong Country.
And
Yeah.
yeah, Donkey Kong Country, and it's more infamous for the fact that it had so many flashing lights that if you played 5 minutes, even if you don't have seizures, you will feel like you have seizures. I have seen gameplay of this fucking game. Holy shit, my eyes!
I remember what drew my attention to it was because I was playing another game, and I can't remember which one it was, but like the fucking flashing lights behind me
Yeah, no.
kept having me
it
going,
is-
okay,
it-
what the fuck is doing that? And I see him like, all right, let's give it a shot. Ow, let's give it a shot. Like,
Yeah, no, it's bad. Let me find a video game.
I had to go find another corner of the fucking arcade after that.
Oh jeez.
I was just like, fuck this, I can't even be around it.
Yeah, no, like this game was Jesus Christ. Let's see. Admittedly, I will say if you want to play it, there was a PS1 port, but like, why?
Yeah, it's
Which
not
one?
great, I've heard.
Watch me blow
Yeah, no,
Doc's mind.
Yeah.
I've hold about a combined 60 hours of playing Time Traveler and Holosseum combined.
Oh yeah, I have never seen those cabinets. I've only seen them in like video. For those who are unaware, Time Traveler and Hollow Coliseum were specially designed cabinets where they used kind of, I don't know what the technology is called, but it's the type that basically simulates holograms.
It's pretty much
And I think
we rendered 3D and we rendered like something like a video, a laser disc, and then we played and reflected off of a mirror.
yeah, and it gives like a holographic effect.
In fact, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was made by Sega, I want to say.
Sega.
Yeah. And so they had these games where it was just technology. Only two were ever made. There was the Time Traveler, which was like, was that like a reaction game?
Yes.
Roy, do you remember?
Yes, you had to hit a certain button set, or you would lose.
Yeah, it's basically Dragon's Lair, but with holograms.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then
God,
the other one was
I'm looking at this video and it's like, good God, this is so busy.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
You
you
can
look
barely
like
see shit
Batman
that's
Forever.
happening. Jesus
Yes.
Christ.
yeah.
Can you see
Yeah,
why I only
it's
played it for like
really bad.
5 fucking minutes?
It's
Yeah.
really bad. Yeah, there's that, and then Holosseum, which was kind of an early fighting game,
Yeah,
but also
it was-
kind of not. It was also kind of a reaction thing.
reactionary
weird.
fighting game that was more a free reaction than timed reaction.
Yeah, it was weird.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, like, and it's only those two games, a rare one, and those are like rare cabinets now.
Mm.
I think only a couple of thousand of them were made.
So I have a fun question for everybody
Okay.
because I have a good answer to this. What is the weirdest arcade game you've ever played yourself?
Oh.
Wow.
So I'll start us off with this one.
Define weird. Like
Just like
not used to the control set, or
like whether it's just very weird visuals or just something about it that just stuck for you for the weirdest reasons, or just it was so odd you could never forget it.
Okay.
So for me, there was this game that I think you can pretty much like describe as a bit of a Bubble Bobble clone. It was a game called Diet Go Go.
I think I've
Wait.
seen gameplay of this.
Yes. Diet Go Go, where you play as two teenagers in sports gear and have to just take down a bunch of fast food shit, where you only have two hits. Where you only have.
I've seen gameplay of this.
Seen
Yeah,
this.
it's the yeah.
And you only have two, and you only have two hit. You can only take two hits before you die, and if you take one hit, you become fat, and you lose movement and everything.
I've seen.
I mean, that reminds me of overeating and fucking Metal Slug.
And like I remember this so vividly, because like at one point, like I tried to play it for a little bit, but it's like I never really got far into it. But then I remember this one night, because this cabin was at a cafeteria of a pool we were at, and there was this party going on in that cafeteria, and there was a few of the older kids we were with who were like, all right, we've saved a bunch of quarters. We're gonna get through this, and then they were just mashing through that game as best they could every time they had it, and then like with the slugging the quarters and whatever it needed, whatever, and like all the rest of us, like the little younger ones, was just trying to cheer them on as best they could. But I think it was like at the final boss they finally faltered, and we were like, "Oh, god damn it!"
God, weird ones. Honestly, I don't think I really played a lot of weird ones. I know there's some weird ones I want to play.
There's weird ones I've seen, but the weirdest one I've probably played. Honestly, I always think the weirdest ones I've always seen is like the sort of like. There's always the boxing ones where like you're in a booth and you're trying to like hit all the pads at the same time. I think that's the weirdest I've seen.
Okay, yeah, those are interesting. Yeah,
but the weirdest one I've always there's two I've always seen that are Japanese that I would love to actually see in real life and play. There's one game where the whole point is to flip tables and see how hard you can flip the table. And the other one, I don't know why this is a thing, but it's a thing. You have a giant hand-shaped controller with a pointed finger.
I know exactly. Go on. Fucking go on.
You actually played this.
I have not played this. I've only seen it.
Go on. Finish
and the whole idea is to stick your finger up a giant ass.
Yep.
What?
Yep, this is a thing. This is a thing in Japan. I have seen this game, and I just...
I think it's called...
Oonga Boonga.
Hold on, I gotta find the photo of this cat because it is.
Damn it, Japan!
Jeez.
Yeah, no, the whole idea is that you have. God, I wish I could get like a good photo. Because. Yeah, believe it or not, yeah. Would you believe me if I told you this never came out in America?
Gee,
I wonder why.
Admittedly, it's still not the worst one I've ever seen. That honor would go to the one in some Sega hotels where the way you control it is with your own piss, but...
Yeah, that is a thing, too.
What?
It's a piss minigame, yes.
Piss minigame, yeah.
Yeah, hold on. I found a good photo. You gotta see this shit. I think it's... Admittedly, it's more of a rent... Oh, god damn it, it's a women peak. God damn it.
Oh.
Yes, I'm trying to fucking search image for this shit, and it's like, god damn it.
Why
Well,
is
I
that?
know I've
well,
seen one where...
reset the counter. 0 days since piss play has been mentioned.
Jesus Christ. Sadly, that's probably a pretty low counter.
Oh yeah, like I love Japanese arcades are fascinating things, man. They're like
I
I respect.
I know
them
there's
for
one where
keeping
the
it alive.
controller's a set of tits. I can't remember. Like, I know
Yeah.
I've seen that.
I can't find a good photo that's not a fucking WebMP.
did an airplane simulator, and I simulated a flight from my hometown to Japan.
Oh yeah, there's that one. There's also a train and a crane simulator series.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Xeiren found it.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
This
They're
exists.
giant. So the game in Japan that it's mimicking is a game called Control,
Yeah.
but this is the video game version of Control.
And if you
It
don't know
is-
like
it is-
Kanto, like what are you talking about?
Varren,
If
have
you
you
ever
ever
have
seen
you ever seen
Naruto?
Naruto?
Have you ever seen Naruto with Kakashi's 1,000 Years of Death?
Clearly not enough of
That
that.
was
What
1,000
the
Years
fuck?
of Pain. He did that literally in the first like few episodes. It's literally he sneaks up behind like Naruto, and then just puts his fingers together. I think adds chakra to it, and then just rams them up his ass and sends him flying.
You know,
Apparently
for
this
kids.
Well, it's a game that
no,
kids
no.
play in Japan.
No,
Yes.
it's literally a playground game.
It is.
Yeah.
You sneak up behind someone and you go, wah! Like, right up behind
My
them.
favorite thing is that do you know the characters you can shove your fingers up your ass in that game? I think one of them's a hooker.
Of course.
There's also your mother-in-law.
What?
Of course.
Huh?
I think your boss
you
is
know,
another
you
one.
know, this is okay. I need a moment for this because I'm glad we're catching this on recording. There is nothing I love more than when people talk about on Eurotrip and stuff. It's like, oh yeah, Americans, they're so repressed. You know, we go to Europe and everybody's so sexually liberated over there, and it was that nothing's weird to them. And then I'm like, oh yeah, tell them about some shit the Japanese get up to and watch them break.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is happening in real fucking time.
Yeah.
Hey, Varren, I love your model just fully giving like a 1,000-yard stare for a second.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how it
Yeah.
usually goes.
Oh my god. So, okay, so here's the thing. Concho is basically stealth tag. The
Yes.
whole point.
With your butt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it, like you're trying to sneak up on somebody and get them into this very awkward position where you can put your hands together in like a folded prayer position. Place down all of your fingers except for your index fingers. Those stay pointed up like a gun, as well as like your thumbs. And you don't like shove your fingers like deep up in their butthole. But the whole point is to just get them between the cheeks in a moment where they don't see you coming. It's stealth tag.
Does that
That's
make
what
it,
Concho is.
does it make it
Better
better,
make sure you don't
bro?
Better make sure you don't get fucking Sailor Mars's fireball up there.
Oh,
Oh!
Yeah,
Jesus.
it's basically Sailor Mars's hand position. Yes, that's
Yeah,
that's
That's
exactly
exactly what it is.
It's-
Japan is fucking wild.
Okay,
I
So
love Japanese arcades, man. They're fucking
to,
insane.
to rate it back into Varren's question, I actually remembered my weird ass game. So it's not that the game itself is weird, is that the design of it was kind of piss poor, and it led to very weird situations in the arcade,
Okay.
especially with single dads.
Oh,
Oh
no.
jeez.
Oh.
Where's this
So
going?
remember how I mentioned whack-a-mole earlier?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
There was a different version of this that was very popular when I was growing up,
Oh.
and that was Gator Panic.
Oh.
Remember Gator Panic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So instead of
played it.
the yeah, I loved playing Gator Panic. Because unlike whack-a-mole, which had these like, you know, metal or ceramic like moles popping up out of holes, and you gotta whack it with the hammer, because oh my god, if you tried to smack that thing with your actual hand or fist, you would
Ow.
just fucking
Ow.
break. Yeah, you would break your fucking knuckles, right?
Yeah.
Right.
No, Gator Panic, instead of having them pop up vertically, had the gators on a horizontal plane, and they would come out of the tunnels
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
towards you. And some of them
Oh,
would come
God.
halfway. Some of them would only come out halfway, some would come out the full way, and some would come out twice as far as they were supposed to. And so,
Once.
yeah, so like it had a full extension, a half extension, and then like a barely poking its teeth out kind of thing. And the tops of their snouts had these like little springs in them. So you had to bop the snoot, and you, because of how they would slide in, slide out, you would have multiple chances to smack the tops of these things. So people would often just fucking forget the mallet altogether, and they would just get out both hands and be like, bop, 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 like they're like slamming their hands on a key, like a Casio keyboard, trying to make as much noise as possible.
Go full E Honda on their asses.
Yes, fully Honda. Yes. It was even worse. Is every time you hit, it would go, ow, 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 ow. And so you would just hear this commotion of, coming from this machine.
Yeah.
Every time somebody would like go full sugar, like panic mode on these fucking gators. Here's the bad part. Kids would get feral over this fucking machine. And whenever like dads would walk up to them and be like, okay, time to stop abusing the gators. And when it came out to its full extension, it would come to the edge of the table. And because of the spring mechanism in it, if it got to the fullest extent, it would pretend to bite you.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Guess where the edge of the table came to on most men?
My dick!
Yeah.
And these fucking plastic gators would look like they were trying to chop dad's nuts off.
Oh, God.
I would watch so many men just jump, just like, I'm like running
and
away from the fucking gator. And the thing is, if it chomped you with its little spring-loaded chomp, it would go as it slid back into its hole.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So I was just like, these gators are hungry for balls.
So yeah. And fun thing
Didn't know
about
we
the
were playing
history
Hungry
is
Hungry
that,
Hippos.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if
Hungry Hippos wishes it was Gator Panic.
yeah. So also a fun thing is that it's actually one of Namco's biggest hits and one of its earliest. So much so that if you go to the Bandai Namco offices right now in Okinawa, the main offices is, in the front they have like a display of some of their most like well-beloved arcade games. And one of them is a full-on cabinet of Gator Panic. Because it is one of the most indisputably popular arcade games, seemingly worldwide. Because it seemed like every arcade I ever went to had some version of this, whether it's Gator Panic or Wacky Gator or like some weird spin-off. Like it was always there. And I guess it's just the visceral reaction of hitting shit with a stick.
Fair.
Bap, 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 bap.
Yeah. Do you have any other memories to share? Honestly, like,
Okay,
I will
have
say, an arcade has, like, to me, I think some of my best arcade memories are usually playing old school games. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I've rocked the shit out of Galaga. I
one.
have
played a lot of yeah.
rocking the shit out of Pac-Man, stuff like that. Those types of games, like, it feels good to be good at.
I do have a question, a fun
Fuck
question.
Dig Dug.
I have an interesting question.
Hmm.
What's one arcade machine, no matter which arcade you go to, you always play a round of?
Well, like I said, if I could find a Pac-Man any kind of Pac-Man, I'll play it.
Yeah.
If I can
Well,
find
even-
Pac-Man
even-
or a fighting game. But, like...
I mean, even if I suck at it, fucking Metal Slug is always one for me.
Oh, fuck, yeah. Yeah. Oh, if Metal Slug's there, you know I'm on it.
Yeah, like another example for me is that I'm always down to play Centipede.
You know what? Fair.
Like, and this could actually get into a. Xeiren, did you have an answer at all, or?
Oh, that's easy. It's either skee ball, or if I ever did see a fucking cabinet of Gator Panic ever again, I would be a fucking menace.
Yeah.
Because like I said, you would go full E Honda on that shit, and I would just I'm sure as shit there would be kids going like, what do you mean you're not using the hammer? Like, no, you're supposed to use the hammer. And then, of course, there would be some older person in the back going like, "Ah, shit, you're one of those."
You're the reason that a D's broke down half the fucking time.
I mean,
To be fair, I wasn't like my stepbrother, like balling my hands up into fists. I would literally like smack it with the tips of my fingers, be like, "Ba-toom, ba-toom, ba-toom," because for me it was always about the reaction time. So whatever was shortest and fastest, that's what I would do. But at the same time, like, did it sound like I was breaking it? Yeah, because I would make it sound like it was. Basically, I play Gator Panic, and the machine stutters like it's having an epileptic seizure.
Jeez.
No, I would have to say it's skee ball, probably something like Gator Panic, or like if I had to pick a video game, I won't lie, it's probably going to be Pac-Man because I just love those little coffee table
I'm
ones.
surprised you didn't say a DDR.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't really enjoy much playing DDR in arcades anymore because they lock away a lot of things these days, and they also the prices they expect you to pay
yes.
for DDR out in the wild are fucking like, it was always one of those really expensive games to play, but once they started charging more than $5 per play,
Yeah,
I kind of gave up I gave up at that point. I'm just like,
Fair enough.
no, I wouldn't pay that much money to purchase the song. Why am I going to pay that much to play the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially since a couple of dance steps off, and all of a sudden you got to pay again.
All right,
Also,
Roy.
Like I said,
well,
Go ahead, Ookami.
I also want to say, like, also probably unexpected, even though they were the two I brought up. If you bring me to an arcade, or I stumble across an arcade that has either one of the cruising games, or I have a fucking Hydro Thunder to play, my ass is sitting down and playing that.
Yeah, no.
I will be on that, because that shit will always take me back.
Yeah. Roy, did you have an answer?
I've got like a list sometimes. In terms of arcades, if you got Heroes of the Round.
Oh,
Oh,
Knights of the Round. Yeah.
Knights of the
Knights of the
Round.
Round.
Shit,
This
yeah.
round is a fun one.
You got Knights of the Round. If you got Elevator Action or you got Moon Patrol, I'm your guy.
Oh, fuck.
Classic.
Oh,
classic.
yeah.
Pinball. If you got Theater of Magic, Funhouse, Knights. Was it Knights of Arabia? Tales of Arabia.
Oh, if I don't think this will ever happen, but if I ever found a pinball of Black Knight 2000, that would be something.
Black Knight 2000 is a good one too. That one's built on speed
Oh.
more than technique. Yeah. Or a Safe Cracker. Safe Cracker's a good one too.
Yeah, Roy, we still
Yep.
gotta get you, Doc, and it might be the easiest ones over here, and we need to go hit up pinballs.
Mhm.
We need to go hit up
Yeah.
Pinballs Arcade, and fuck
Oh,
yeah.
Haunted House too. Get me in front of a haunted house and I'm in there for hours.
There you go.
My favorite pinball game has to be Back to the Future.
I think it's just a nice machine.
Yeah.
I'd take
No,
it more for a
from
Bram
the-
Stoker's Dracula.
From the pinballs I've played as well. Lord of the Rings one is also really good, actually.
Yeah. No, the one I always have nostalgia for is the Terminator 2 pinball.
Hmm?
Because for some reason, at this one fancier bowling alley that I always went to,
Okay,
and near the back.
I gotta ask,
Hmm.
what makes it more fancier than all the rest of the bowling alleys? 'Cause
These were usually the ones that were have. These were the ones that usually had more lanes, and the fact is, 9 times out of 10, they had an actual kitchen instead of just like vending machines.
Okay, then okay, that's weird.
You gotta keep in mind, man. Like there was a small local one that we always went to, and then there was these big giant ones that were in more like the suburbs, like the richer areas.
Mm-hmm.
Like that always had like more fancier stuff. Like they had like a bigger arcade. They had more lanes. They always had more technology and things like that. Like people know like people will always have their little local one they love, but they also always have the one you go to, like if it's somebody's birthday or it's
Yeah.
somebody
Mm,
or you're
yeah.
celebrating something. So
Actually, I want to quickly circle back to because Okami mentioned some of the racing games. I'm surprised no one has mentioned Daytona yet.
I wasn't a Daytona girl.
Daytona I didn't get till later. It was always
Yeah.
either Cruisin' or Hydro Thunder or Crazy Taxi, or even more recently it's the Mario Kart arcade. Yeah. Arcade GPs.
Yeah, because I remember because I went to look back again. I was like, wait, what do those arcade games look like? And I was like, oh wait, yeah, like I remember seeing those around.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so in to back to the story. In their arcade, always near the back, I always remember 3 machines. There was a lethal weapon pinball machine,
Mm.
a Terminator 2, and I'm pretty sure there was also weirdly a Terminator 3.
Machines.
I always remember the Terminator 2 because of the giant Terminator head on the playing field. Or at least I
Yeah,
think there
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
one.
There was, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I did play
Other than those,
Simpsons.
go ahead.
I did actually play an actual Simpsons arcade pinball.
I
Okay.
have to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I have played both.
See, that-
One in more recent years I always go to for some reason. If there's an original Donkey Kong machine, I am getting on that shit.
Fair.
I've
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's maybe because I saw King of Kong when it came out when I was a kid, and I've just been obsessed with it. Like every time if there's a Donkey Kong machine, I am playing that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Funny thing is, I have not seen a Donkey Kong Jr. or Donkey Kong 3 machine.
Good luck.
Good luck, yeah.
Good fucking luck.
Good luck.
Those weren't popular. So...
No.
Yeah, I've only seen Donkey Kong and the converted Donkey Kong machines. I have never actually seen a Junior or 3 machine.
I will say to wrap things up, honestly, it is cool that we're getting a lot of these arcade games, especially like the old school arcade games, are getting like ported to consoles and stuff. Like,
Or you
by
can get them
people.
in small little arcade machines for yourselves. Thanks, Arcade One Up.
Which is apparently dead now.
Whoops.
Yes.
Or
I
dying.
did not know that.
Yeah, it's dying.
Dying.
Yeah, it's coming to an end. Some of them are good, some of them really weren't.
Hey, listen, I will always take Arcade One Up for being the fact that for the longest time, it was one of the few ways you could actually buy a legitimate copy of Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
That's true. But yeah, no, we're getting a lot of these like we've seen these collections of all of these fighting games. Thank you, Capcom, for pulling your head out of your ass.
I get it back out of your ass because of the fucking Gen AI shit. Jesus.
Oh, Jesus Christ. On the Switch, you're seeing these arcade archive.
Yeah, ports done by Hamster and all those, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, like they're apparently going hardcore into it now. But like, yeah, no, it's always been cool. And yeah, even on like back in the day on Xbox and shit, you would get fucking Xbox Arcade had stuff like that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's where we got a new one. That's how we got Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, and remember, kids, that's because so many people bought Street Fighter 2 Turbo on Xbox. That's how we got Super Street Fighter 2 HD, and that's how we got Street Fighter 4.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
and the DIY gang making their own cabinets and Linux for creating Badasara that will allow you to port over your many favorite arcade games. Wink, wink.
mhm.
Yeah, oh, yeah. There's also retro pies, full-on
Mhm.
main cabinets, and in recent years, there's people even trying to allow for light gun games on modern LCD TVs.
Good luck. I want to see it though.
There have been two. There's Sinden that does it, where it's essentially you're pointing a camera
Mhm.
at a screen, and it works with a lot of emulators. And there's two like official ones I think that have been released, like one with Time Crisis and Point Blank. I think.
Oh shit! Fucking Point Blank. Forgot about that.
I granted I've heard it's okay. Like
Mhm.
there's still some emulation problems, but like
I'm sure.
people are still working on it and just like doing crazy things with it.
Mhm. Yeah. No. So, arcades are awesome, folks. End of the day, if you see an arcade, go hit it up. Try to keep this shit alive a little longer. I mean, it's kind of sort of having a comeback, but kind of not, and it's sad.
Places like barcades and like pizza places will always have them, but also there's still places like Round One
Mhm.
and Dave and Buster's and
Hmm.
more
Even local
recently.
places are
I still need
changed
to
a
hit
lot.
up with Dave and Buster's so that I can. I want to find one that has that freaking Luigi's Mansion game. I want to play
Yeah,
that
like
arcade game. Damn it.
yeah, it's just they definitely haven't like well, there's kind of a mixture of resurrection, but also they never really died. It's just that they've been
Mhm.
kind of been made as part of a separate experience instead of being the whole experience.
Yeah.
And like there is still some places that are still just pure arcades, like pinballs, as Ookami mentioned. Shout out to Time Rift Arcade.
Hmm.
Um, there's I know there's
Shut
one near me in New Mexico.
out in Pittsburgh. Shout out to Zone 28, Pins and a band's company out in the South Side, uh, North Side Pinball Dojo, the brand new Church Arcade out in Duquesne. Um, Tons of
Yeah,
arcades
so
popping up in my
You got
areas.
any good ones there?
yeah,
That's what I named off.
Uh, when it comes to like
Oh,
at
I
least
saw. My bad.
arcades for me, um, at least where I live, there is not a lot that is like in like immediate reachable.
Mm.
Because I live in a town where like at least when it comes to my interest, not a whole lot here.
yeah, that is
but
the
I do
one.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I do know in my college town, at the cinema, if I remember correctly, last time there was actually like a little arcade place made there. I need to hit that up one of these days and
Yeah,
see
no,
what they
they're
got there.
admittedly, I will say, like a lot of things, unfortunately, arcades definitely at least exist only really in the bigger cities and towns. Like, it's not like back in the day where even every hot dog town at least had one small building that had like a Street Fighter machine. Or
Mhm.
like, where like malls back in the day always had one giant corner dedicated to an arcade.
Sis, you got
So,
any near
in
you want to shout out?
Near me, no. I actually have to travel to find some. Well, I mean, technically, this is what I will say. I don't have any like specific places,
Mm-hmm.
but always support your pop up places that are trying to cater to bringing back arcade stuff. Like
Yes.
barcades tend to be very small, independent owned companies. Like
oh yeah,
in places like support them.
Yeah.
Like never ever forget. And like I swear this is just one of those things that once I realized it, I could never go back.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, bowling alleys were giving me more. Bowling alleys were giving me better, higher quality games in their fucking arcades and serving alcohol to me
Yeah.
long before Dave and Buster's ever existed.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, go check out your local bowling alleys. Go support their little arcades there. Like,
Yeah. Like,
basically, if you see a local arcade, just go support it, whether it's part of a bigger establishment or not. Like, I
Evo
understand
Entertainment's
if
a good
you
one.
like, I understand like the indie places are a lot harder to find
Yeah.
if you live in big cities, because like I've gone to arcades like in LA and in Hollywood where it's like you're not finding some hole in the wall place
No.
there.
No.
Absolutely the fuck not. But you know, at least you're having fun, and it gives people a place to go and have fun and usually not cause too much trouble.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And
Like,
if nothing else, like if you can't make your kid touch grass, at least go make them touch the germs on the cabinets in some other place.
Yeah.
Make them socialize
Yeah.
and play games with people they've never met before. Make
Fair
them
Like,
enough.
basically, if you
teach them it's their job to be the stranger danger in front of the Capcom cabinet.
Teach him
Yeah.
the quarter rule in real time.
truthfully,
Yes,
like,
yes.
admittedly, the best luck you're gonna have for arcades is always gonna be either bowling alleys or like the family fun places.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, near me, there's
I will-
Babos.
I will say
Babos is a
that
big one.
I will say, regardless of whether or not it's actually going to stay alive as a chain or not, Chuck E. Cheese, man, you got to give them.
Yeah.
You have to give them their
Right.
props for keeping
Yeah.
that shit alive. But Chuck E. Cheese, look straight into my dead vacant digital eyeballs.
No,
Stop turning every
cool?
arcade game into a fucking gambling game. You're not a mini casino. I don't
the
care
lever.
I don't care how many beers you serve the parents. That's not a mini casino. Keep it an arcade, you some bitch.
Yeah.
No, my
Also,
favorite thing. My
Agree
favorite
to
thing.
do like horror nights and do your own pseudo Five Nights at Freddy's thing. You'll make so much money.
Oh my god, yeah.
No, my favorite thing about that is them branching out and trying to do a couple of their locations as the more adult centric arcades.
Yeah, yeah. I will say this. There is actually a Chuck E. Cheese down the street from my house. that is my only local arcade is the Chuck E. Cheese, and it's actually a community staple here because there's not a whole lot for kids to do in my neighborhood. Really,
Yeah,
there
no,
really
that-
isn't. Like that is the
Over
one
here
Chuck E.
as
Cheese
well.
where we have teenagers going in and out of there all the time. I'm like, you know what? At least they're not doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
No, that's the interesting like general thing we can talk about arcades and just sort of wrap this up. Arcades to me is both nostalgia but also kind of one of the last signs of the famous third place, which is people need places that ain't home or work.
Yeah.
And you know, unfortunately, a lot of those are dying out because people don't only go to home or work. But if you can find a place, like never doubt the power of finding a good local place just to hang out. Like even if you don't play anything, just like be around other people.
Yeah, like if I had one over here, like I would be spending a lot more time there. That's for damn sure.
Like as much
Same.
as COVID kind of fucked everything up, and all these
even
other
before
things.
even before COVID, we've had a long, slow process of just dismantling places like that.
Mm-hmm.
True, yeah,
mhm.
but COVID was one of the biggest fucking death blows because like you saw how like so many different places just closed down because they couldn't survive before, but after COVID, everything went.
Yeah.
Yeah, hence why I
And
said
then-
like I think one of these days I need to check out that if it's still there at least that arcade
Yeah.
thing at the cinema at my former college town. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll
Like
see what
if you
happens.
can, like you know, like for me, it's always places like shout out to Rad, Barcade, shout out to Funk Myers. Another big one is always gonna like, of course, stuff like Chuck E. Cheese. For me, it's Peter Piper Pizza. That was always the one
Mm-hmm.
that always went around
Oh,
near
we're
me.
talking about places. I want to shout out Hobbit Hoagies, who got me into arcade playing. It's now known as Hobbit's American Grill over in Tallahassee, Florida. Go try their pitas; they're awesome.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's one of those things where it's like there's a reason why people have so much nostalgia for them, even though
Yeah.
by most standards they're very sort of awkward
Yeah.
in arcade. Because that's one thing about arcade games, especially the old stand-up upright ones. I always
Mhm.
remember you were so close to each other, like one
Yeah.
wrong move and you're elbowing a guy in the fucking ribs.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All part of the experience.
Like, you know, like everything from like everything like the buttons being like so concave they can, if you slam or rub on them wrong, they can cut you.
Yeah.
Or like I made a joke about it earlier, but like with games with trackballs, because yes, those did exist. The if you rub it the wrong way, the ball and the edge pinches on your palm. I've had that happen to me a couple of times. Yeah, like everything about it should be, I hate this place. Why am I here? And yet, I still love them. Like if I had the room, if I had a place where I could, I would make it like a 2-story. One floor is my actual apartment, and the bottom would just be an arcade. Like if I had that, if I had fuck off Brewster Millions money, that's what I would do.
We're gonna do it. Fine, we'll do it ourselves.
With blackjack and hookers.
Focus.
Well, I think one of
Yeah.
those will give us a bit of extra attention that we may not want, but hey.
Yeah.
Unless you're in Reno.
Eh.
And on that note, we should probably wrap this up.
Yeah. Let's wrap this up. So, yeah, like I said, support arcades, have a good time, and support us. We will see you in the next Game Den. I don't know what the topic will be, but we'll see. Anyways, all socials can be found down at below the video. And of course, just check us out there, check us out here. And we hope to see you in the next one. Good night, everybody. Oh.
Beep bop boop bop boop 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 bop 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 bop.
Bing bop boom 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 bop
Boom,
bam.
bam, bam.
The time should all understand.
All right. Bring me your quarters. Who's got next on what machine? Come on, bring them up.
You still owe me on Funhouse, man.
I got MK.
All right, and if anybody asks, no, there's no cheating at the air hockey table. I've seen some of you fuckers.
Damn it, he's on to me.